All right, I would like to prefix this set with I've not played this deck at all. We're going in dark here. I watched a little bit of Sifka play it on his stream yesterday because I knew we were gonna get to it at some point. So basically, for people that haven't seen this, Sifka and Andre Strowski both used this archetype to qualify for the Mythic Championship this past weekend. So what this deck does is it plays out Diligent Excavator and then mills itself a bunch because everything we have in this deck is legendary. And then with Kethis in play, you can exile 2 legendaries from your graveyard to play a bunch of Moxes to float a bunch of mana, to then play a bunch of Oathakayas to deal damage to your opponent again and again and again to like combo burn them out in a single turn. You can also Ashiok to mill yourself and fill your graveyard. You have Tamiyo to mill yourself and fill your graveyard. You have lots of other miscellaneous legendaries that are just useful. Lazav is a card, a legendary that we can play from our graveyard, then becomes a copy of Diligent Excavator. You can also just use the Excavator to mill your opponent out when you're looping through legendaries and playing them out again and again, if you don't think you can burn them out with Oathakaya. It has Ruinous Blast as a repeatable pseudo-sweeper effect, so this deck's got a lot going on. It seems kind of interesting. It might be tedious to click through on Magic Arena once we've done it a few times, but definitely think it's a good deck to highlight and show people because I think it's going to be one that's running around until rotation. Whatever you do, don't Ashiok yourself. No, it does not. I would encourage the people that are saying don't Ashiok yourself to read Ashiok. Ashiok is literally in our deck to mill ourselves. Ashiok mills target player and then always exiles the opponent's graveyard. It is very good in this deck. Also, the animation on this card, if you haven't seen it before, is excellent. Yeah, Ashiok's the best card in the mirror. That's not close. That's why I added a third one to the board. Hey, Tutors. Thanks for the 3/4 of your Prime Support there. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Yeah, this is a pretty good anti-aggro hand. Yeah, the clicks to damage ratio is not amazing in this matchup, in this deck. It could be a mirror chat. I'm going to lead on Fblthp because I'm not 100% sure what my opponent's playing just yet. Does this deck die to Unmoored Ego? It can't combo without Kethis. First matchup, the mirror chat. Excellent. Excellent. Keeping Excavator off the table seems like something we're interested in doing because it helps them fill their graveyard up. Ruinous Blast. Pretty bad in this matchup. Actually, just 5 mana to discard a card. Hey, what's going on, Cookie? Yeah, we hit all the peak memes around here.
I'm known for my excellent timing. I've got it.
I think we just named Kethis here, right?
I think you will find my notes helpful.
Ditched a number of legendaries there. Ashiok, Fblthp, Oath. Notably, we do not currently have a second Mox Amber. I did have a nice day off pizza. Thanks for asking. Ashiok is very good in the mirror. Jace seems okay in the mirror. Elderspell seems fine. Ashiok, Unmoored Ego. Legion's End. Maybe I want this extra Tamiyo. What do I want to cut? Ruinous Blast is the easiest cut of our lives. What do I want to trim here? Do I want Tolsimir just for the beats? I mean, Oathakaya kills their excavators, right? Is that not reason enough to keep it in? That's probably not reason enough to keep it in. Teferi seems a little bit bad. How do we feel about cutting Teferi and cutting Oath? It kind of deals with Planeswalkers. I guess Oath takes their Ashiok off the table. Which is probably important. I don't know, like what are we supposed to do? I just like cut Fblthp because it's filler? Yeah, Oath's your backup win con. I'm boarding in Jace. Yeah, it is probably better than Legion's End. Alright, yeah, I'm just not going to bring the Elderspell in. Let's just do this. Legion's End is an efficient way to deal with their excavators. All of our colors of mana, Lazav into Kethis. Let's do it. Just want to make sure we don't lead on Temple Garden here, because leading on Temple Garden makes us a sad panda because it doesn't let us cast this on 2. Seems narrow to use removal for 1 card. You mean for 2 cards? I think I'm going to bottom this here and just try and find a land. We have a Mox and a Lazav here. So I want to mill myself, and then their graveyard goes away. And getting Ashiok into my bin now makes my Kethis better for next turn. Potentially. Yep, they brought in Legion's End. That doesn't surprise me. That card's very reasonable in this matchup. Wow, that's triple Mox that just got milled. That's pretty good. Do I just start doing the thing? I think we just like mow their stuff down, right? All right, so let's exile. Yeah, but I could kill their board. No, I think you're right that I just Tamiyo this turn. Oh, I don't have green mana. Could I have tapped in a way to have green mana? I totally could have tapped in a way to have green mana. That's awkward. Oh, Kethis makes green with Mox. Yeah, you're super right. All right, and then what am I naming with this? What's a 4 of?
Let us see if your talents are worth cataloging.
What are we naming here? Excavator? Yep, that's definitely the one. That's probably the kill, right? Do I need to cast it this turn? They're conceding. I think so. Yeah, our Tamiyo mills were definitely good. I feel like that game really highlighted well. I feel like that game really highlighted well why Ashiok is so good in this deck. Like the Ashiok just like milling us 8 there was a really big deal, I feel like. Yeah, this format, like I said, is going to make a really awesome basis for Historic, just because, what's the word that I'm searching for? Because, there's so many wacky, weird corner case combos in it. There's a lot of niche interactions. So this deck doesn't actually generate infinite mana, dude, light. So for people that are not understanding how Kethis works, the way Magic works, when a card changes zones, it's a new instance of that card. So every time you want to recast your Mox, you do need to exile 2 more cards from your graveyard. So this deck doesn't go fully infinite, it's just we generate a large finite, is basically how it works. And looking at the cards this deck is playing, I feel like it's got to have a pretty okay aggro matchup a lot of the time. Just because, like, we've got 1/3s and Othakayas and stuff like that. I think any cards in the format currently might be banned once they are safely in Historic and would not affect Standard if banned. I hope they ban Nexus of Fate or Wilderness Reclamation in Historic, one of the two. Mafia, thanks for the 2 months of support there. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. We do also have some egos post board. That's true. The Laz animation is great. The Laz animation is very similar to like the like 5-color Niv and the Kalia dragon animation. They're quite excellent. I couldn't cast Kethis that turn because this Mox only. Oh, I guess the Mox made black mana. No, I didn't have an untapped white source that turn. For people wondering why I didn't play this last turn. This deck needs Thought Scour. This deck would love Thought Scour. I don't know about needs Thought Scour, but it would definitely enjoy having that card. Alright, so we're hoping to draw... Maybe I should have kept that Godless Shrine, because I really want to draw an untapped source here. Huh? So... I think we just do this, and then we Mox, and then we Fibble. And, like, if we get a little bit fortunate, he says, oh, I guess this is bad because Sorin can just kill this. Yeah, I think I probably should have just oathed this turn. Yeah, I should have just oathed this turn, I think. I guess I have Laz to copy this next turn. But that requires extra mana. I'm waiting till after I mill myself to play the Temple of Mystery because I don't want to mill away whatever I scry. My kingdom for a saves targets button. Yikes, those mills were kind of bad. Yeah, we want to find another Mox Amber or two here. Yeah, I agree, Axe. The way Lads interacts with everything else in this deck is very good. Do I have time to do that? I don't think I have time for that, right? I just want the most chances to find a Mox here. Yeah, another Excavator would be okay too. This is a mythic, right? I can't even... How much is this card in paper? Is this card $800 yet? Anybody know? It's only $10. Weird. Oh, I'm dumb. I should have double blocked here, right? The reason I didn't double block here is because I'm dumb.
Your lifeblood is sweeter than wine.
Are they killing this too? They have a cast down or Allegiance End here? And that's one of the benefits to playing a deck like this, is people frequently just don't understand what they're supposed to be doing against you. So let's start with this and mill myself. I have a black source right here. Why do I... So do I just Fibble now? Oh, I can do both of these, right? Because it's cheaper? That's silly. I was thinking I had to pick, but Kethis makes all of our spells cheaper, too. Double Mox! Papi! Papi! Alright, I think I just start killing their board here. On the off chance I can't kill them. Or am I supposed to just start killing them? I think we just Plague Wind them, right? I think I just get rid of both the Laz here. So again, this is not infinite. We are just a finite combo here. Alright, so I don't need 2 blasts. I don't need 2 Teferis.
We will meet again.
Can we Ruinous Blast here? Don't blast, you'll lose the Excavator. Fair. I feel like this deck is going to win a lot of games where your opponent's just like, nah, Brock, I'm going to concede. Alright, so against Vampires, Ruinous Blast seems great. Legion's End seems great. I think I cut Ashiok just because we have a hard time defending it. Tolsimir's probably fine. Is Ashiok good enough as a mill 4 gain 4? I don't think so. I think I just trim 2 Teferis here. I and click submit. I definitely want Tolsimir. I think this is fine. This matchup seems like it's probably pretty good. Obviously, like, Vampires has draws that just, like, run you over and you don't have a chance, but I would bet on average this matchup is kind of okay for us. All the hands with all spells look pretty reasonable because they're all spells, but this one seems like a mulligan here. Yikes. Yikes. Close 6 and unkeepable, or close 7 and unkeepable 6 every time. This hand is super reasonable. I think I bottom Oath and Laz. I think that's the play. Maybe the Laz is better than Fblthp just because he blocks meaningfully. I could see that. It would be a little aggressive and bottom that, because I'd like a good 3-drop to play next turn, ideally. Or in 2 turns. We could get punished by never finding another 4th land, but that's pretty unlikely with the draw from Fibbles. God, this is another way to turn 4 blast.
Depart Innistrad immediately, or you will taste
Ruinous Blast is sexy in this deck. Yep. It's a lot of damages. Need an untapped land now. Why Shock instead of playing Mox Amber and gaining 2? I'd encourage you to read Mox Amber. Yeah, Mox Amber is not Mox Opal. Key part to the takeaway there. Mox Amber and Mox Opal are different cards. Mox Opal's a really messed up card. Mox Amber is a mostly balanced card. Oh, yikes. One blue source, please. Yikes. Yikes. Papi! I believe, I believe, I believe. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And Z Hinter, thank you for the 7 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Is there an argument for playing Lazav there? Yeah, there's definitely an argument. I'd rather get the Excavator going though. So that way, once I do eventually hit the Kethis, it's more likely to be good. If that makes sense. We need a land, untapped land this turn, even that might not be good enough. Yikes. We hit our second land, but never hit our third. That's magic sometimes. Jaeger, thank you for the 4 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. Hope you're having a good one wherever you are. Yeah, that seems great. Turn 2, Excavator. Turn 3, Fblthp. Needs a green source at some point, but we got time. Hey, Toontingy. Well, welcome to a live one. Happy Wednesday. Hope the middle of your week is finding you well. I have to imagine, oh, they're playing Sultai. Sultai's probably a little bit harder. The Banescape matchup's probably pretty okay for this deck, just because they're pretty slow overall. I think I'm going to lead on Fblthp here, so that way I can have something meaningful to bounce with Teferi. Get the slow beats on with Excavator here. Yeah, could be Yarok Field, could be some kind of Sultai Brew. Growth Spiral seems to imply that Yarok is likely, though. Oh, we do have main deck Ashiok versus Bant, don't we? It's a good catch. So, I'm going to want to play this after I mill myself here.
This isn't a fight you can win.
Let's scry before we draw a card with Teferi. We're looking for Kethis at this point, right? Or a Tamiyo to find one of him. Worth noting that even though they're at 5 lands, they currently have 2 breeding pools. Golos, yep. Yikes. Unyikes. Alright.
Trust me, I have a plan.
I have a plan. Our bin isn't that good at the moment. I guess I can Kethis plus Tamiyo next turn, which is nice. Blast Zone's pretty good. Teferi's dead, no blocks. That's true, because Kethis is going to mill 2, and then Tamiyo is going to mill 6. So we do have a number of shots at finding some ambers here. Wonder if they forgot they have Blast Zone tying up their priority here. Alright, so we're going to exile, I think just double Teferi here.
Only time. Now what?
Now, the downside here is if they kill Kethis in response, I can't cast Tamiyo. And what am I naming when I plus Tamiyo here? It's probably just Mox, right? I guess maybe it's just Excavator to try and get more of those. Yeah, we hit 1 Mox. So the Moxes are going to my bin, so I guess that doesn't really matter.
I know I noted this somewhere.
Well, that's a lot of Mox. Is that lethal? Because we just flip our deck over? Oh, because I'm going to put the other excavator into play. That makes a lot of sense. There's the 4th Mox. Okay, so we do this. We do this. Auto yield when, Arena. Auto yield when. Combos like this would be much easier to click through on the Magic Online interface. All right, I should probably turn on auto stacking. Auto yield save things. Hey, Skullmorn, thanks for keeping me around. Hope you're having a good one wherever you're at. Welcome. Yeah, we need to kill them with Oath of whatever's. Oh, I should start just making black and white mana, right? That's what I want to do. So we mill through our deck like this, which includes a bunch of Othakayas, and then eventually, with all of the floating mana, we cast Oath a bunch and kill them. My opponent's deck likely has a Nexus of Fate in it. So drawing from Fblthp here is not going to mill me just yet. I wonder if they have an Assassin's Trophy and they're like playing the long con, waiting for me to mill myself out before they blow up Kethis. How sick would that be? I don't have a Jace in my main deck. Do I want to float a green to hedge them having a removal spell? Nah, let's just keep going. Do I want to make a green to hedge this? Why do people keep telling me to make a blue rather than leaving a green floating? Why would I make a blue? Can someone explain to me? Why do I need to cast a Lazav? Can someone explain that to me? I don't understand why I would want to do that.
I suppose that's how.
I'll return while you slumber.
Because, like, I have, what's it called? I have another Kethis in my bin. So, like, if they kill the first Kethis, just floating a green is fine, so I can play the other Kethis. I'm gonna mill them to find out if they have a Nexus of Fate since they're not conceding. Might as well take that info with me. They do have a copy of Nexus, so we are just going to kill them with Oath of Gaia's. So the way they lose from here is we cast Oath of Gaia 4 more times from our graveyard. For people that haven't seen this deck kill. I guess let's just see their whole deck. Because the Kethis in my bin, so being able to cast these things from my graveyard isn't a conditional of having Kethis in play. They have that ability till end of turn. Oh, you think they're just trying to time me out? Yeah, I guess that's possible. I don't know. I don't think we're really in danger of timing out. Yeah, Kethis adds you can cast this to the cards themselves. It's not dependent on him staying in play. So this lets me recast all these Mox again, and these Oath of Gaias again. You think this is what they imagine people would do with Kethis? Almost certainly not. We knew Mox Amber had to be busted somehow, right? Mulanti. Okay, it's a cheeky one. I wonder if there's short wild cards for Cavaliers. I bet you there's a chance they were short wild cards for Cavaliers. Yeah, the clicks per damage, because there's no auto yield and no save targets like you have on Magic Online, is really obnoxious. I can't imagine doing this all day in a tournament. No, this is almost certainly too slow and fair for Legacy and Modern. Yeah, this is much easier to do in paper than on Arena. The mill plan is much faster. I'd believe that, because you're just casting random things. They had main deck Ego. That's really funny. Alright, so Jace seems good here. Extra Blast seems good. Egos of our own seem fine. Tamiyo seems fine. I think 3-mana Teferi is not very good here. We obviously Oath of Gaia as a deal 3 isn't very good, but I need Oath of Gaia as a way to combo kill them, so I don't think we can cut that. Ashiok's probably not good enough. We could trim and Oath. Yeah, that's probably fine. Oh, yeah, that's true. Jace is technically an alternative combo kill, right? Yeah, I'm gonna go down to just 2 Oaths. I'm bringing in 2 Jaces. I like that. Because Oath is pretty bad outside of looping it. Yeah, I'm doing well, Psychonaut. 10 days in a row live is just a lot. And, My 5-year-old started kindergarten this week, so we've had to get up a little extra early so we can get him on the bus by 6:55. So lots of days in a row live, combined with a couple of nights of less sleep, made for a bad combination yesterday. It was better off taking off. I don't have white mana, but I think that's a keep. So they made me click through that combo, and they're only up 4 minutes on clock. They have a Field of the Dead in play on 2. That's really good against my ego. That's a decent pickup. Since they already have a field in play, maybe I just like Temple of Silence and Fblthp next turn. Oh, we just yo-dog them and ego their ego? I think that's a good line. I think yo-dog, ego their ego sounds great. They only have 1 copy of ego. Yeah, it looks like they're just kind of playing budget Yarok. Yeah, there's only 1 Cavalier. Only 1 Cavalier explains why they have some of their weird ones. Welcome to Modern Surgical. You're surgical, bro. You ain't coming after my life here. Crucible's okay. It's a card we've played in the past for sure. I think I'm gonna like Excavator and then Fblthp this turn. Or maybe I just Tamiyo. Yeah, I guess they have Blast Zone on 2. Yeah, I'm just gonna Tamiyo this turn and just start filling up my bin for the Kethis. This'll dump a bunch of cards in the bin over the next couple of turns. I think I'm just naming it more Excavators. I think I'm just naming more Excavators.
Let me aid your research.
Loved your MCQ VODs and have been enjoying the Arc Field Deck at MTGA. Thanks for the content. Thanks for the 2 months of Prime support, Nakruno. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Hope you're having a good one wherever you're at in the world. Happy Wednesday. Ten out of 10 need to equal all their win cods like the last MCQ match, right?
To the library.
So, I think we attack for 1 and then Excavator plus Fblthp to encourage them to blow this Blast Zone up so they're down lands. And again, gonna use the Temple to Scry after I mill myself with this. The Turbo Nib deck you played isn't good, but it is sweet. Thanks for the intro to that list. I've got something fresh to play till rotation. I'm glad you're enjoying it, 10. Yeah, it felt relatively competitive. It's one of those decks where, like, it's definitely not the best deck in the format, but it's got enough play to it to keep me happy a lot of the time. Yeah, Teshar should do some good work here, right? Alright, do I just like Kethis and then try and go for it here? I'm gonna start by naming Excavator again.
I think you will find my notes helpful.
So I hit 2 Mox here. So I can activate this. And then exile, extra Kethis, and extra Ruinous Blast. Oh, we can mill them because they have Nexus in hand. That's great. So I get to play Mox Amber. Mill myself. I get to play this land. I get to play Teshar. I didn't even need the land to play Teshar, right? Yeah, they're dead here, right? So I cast this, which triggers Teshar and gets back an Excavator. All right, and because this Nexus is in their hand, we're gonna kill them very quickly. All right, and then we play Mox Amber, which triggers all of these things, which then gets us another Excavator back. Alright, so then we activate this, and we exile Lazav and this other Kethis. Alright, and then we float mana here. Oh good, we hit the 3rd Mox Amber. Teshar seems crazy in this deck. Why is it not in the main? I don't have a good answer to that. I think I actually want to submit 0 here. This might be why. I don't think I actually want to bring back anything here. Oh, you have to return it. That's a little awkward. That could be why. I should start making blue mana at this point because we're gonna find a 4 mana Jace, right? All right, and because we have two Laz, we don't actually risk decking with Fblthp, right? All right, and there's Jace. So then this happens, we keep this. And there's 4 cards in my deck, so I do this, I exile Fblthp. And you can also exile Fblthp at any point too, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that seems fine. So then we Mox Amber, and we mill ourselves for 6. And then we play this Jace out. Alright, so this Mox is gonna float blue mana, and then we'll play Jace Wielder of Mysteries and win the game. I'm gonna elect to play around Spell Pierce just because it's not that many more clicks. What's my clock at? 13 minutes. And we comboed twice this game, right? So I have 13 minutes left on my clock. Having to combo twice. Yeah, don't click Fblthp. That would be very sad. Lazav is the safe one. The opponent's clock is at 22 minutes. So this is one of those rare times where my opponent has more clock than I do.
Manipulation of the mind.
That's pretty good. Not bad. .jp, not bad. .jpg. We're 2-1 now after a close loss to Vampires. All right, so instead of my normal shill for the next hour, we have the stream is sponsored by Gummy Fun Mix. This is a package of their Gummy Fun Mix Gummy Party, as well as the Gummy Fun Mix Sour Party here. You can find these gummy treats on Amazon. I will say that my children have never been so fond of my job as when we got the box of gummy candies in the mail and I was like, children, I need you to help me figure out if these are good enough to shill. Good enough to shill. You know, I'm gonna be honest. What's the link? Is there a link? They didn't give me a link. Search Gummy Fun Mix on Amazon, and there is a variety mix for somewhere between 15 and 20 bucks that you can get a whole bunch of different packs. My personal favorite are the Sour Party. These are my wife's favorite as well. Big camera. All right. Look at that. Here's the big camera. This bag is open because I've actually been snacking on them earlier today. This one has lots of fun shapes and stuff in it. There's teddy bears and sharks and worms. Declan's favorite are the worms, and Jake really likes the sharks. They're quite delicious. So we get to just hang out and play Magic during the sponsored segment, only we have a party in every bag gummy fun mix up there. And they asked for the gummy mix to be in the camera, so I'm going to point the camera down here at my gummy fun mix. Don't eat the supply. Look at that. Look at that. Mute icon covers the bag. Does it come with dental insurance? It does not. Mouse, yeah, we're like a real esports. And I heard from Wizards of the Coast that Magic's a real esport now, so the APM cam seems appropriate for it. Take that, mini bitch. Thanks, Mohawk. I appreciate it. That's a pretty good one to have on top against turn 1 Basic Mountain. So what kind of shapes do we have in the Sour Pack? The Sour Pack doesn't have sharks and worms in it, which are fun, but it has sour bears. There's little bee bears. All right, I would like to play a 1/3. All I've ever wanted in life, chat, are sponsors that feed me. And as a fat, happy, and married man, I do like candy. All right, I think we just oath here aggressively. For people that were asking, there's not a specific code you can put in to say that you bought them because of me, but you can, however, just pick them up on Amazon. They're paying me the same amount of dollar dues regardless of how many people get them. But they are good. If you're a fan of gummy candies, they are quality gummy candy. So I can't do this turn, unfortunately. How sour are the sour ones? I wouldn't call them like super duper sour. Listen, I've just got the camera pointed at them because that's what's required in the contract, okay? Amber into the grave. Oh no, this is only creatures and planeswalkers. So this does not make mana with Oathakaya. Do they contain gelatin? I don't know what are the ingredients? Corn syrup, sugar, cornstarch. They do have gelatin in them. They do have gelatin if that's something that you care about. You'll Rumble, thanks for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. Hope you're having a good one wherever you are. Oh, think we're gonna get run down? Really need another... Oh, you know what? I shouldn't have tapped black there. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. The 3-mana Teferi here might buy us enough time. Because I get to chump block here next turn. Look at that, Coons. Thanks for the gummy command. I wouldn't be surprised if they kill Teferi with this. Oh, okay. I guess we are instant speed blasting. Easy game 3 here. And Teferi allows me to cast this whenever, so let's just go ahead and pass. They also, if you're someone that eats candy with some frequency, which, let's be honest, most of us Americans eat candy with some frequency, they have the option to get a recurring set of gummies sent to your house every month if you find some that you like. And they give you a discount for setting them up on a schedule, I believe. Hey, I'm Canadian and I'm fat too. Sorry, fair. It was unfair of me to assume only Americans like our sugar. Enjoying sugar is a human trait, right? We just name Oathakaya here, right? That's what we really want to draw. Yikes. Are we dead? I think we've died, chat. We're dead. This has to be a land, and this has to be a land. Because we're dead to any red spell pumping this up. I do not enjoy sugar. Am I human? You might not be. I would consult a doctor if you don't enjoy sugar. Oh, did they really just brick? Holy crap. What a tease! What a tease! Rude. I made a boo-boo. Oh, I should have milled first and then tried to... No, because I cast the Tamiyo, right? I cut the second Cerulean Drake from the sideboard, which might be a bit of a mistake here. You know, I'm gonna tilt the camera back up. It's silly. Maybe I could set up the gummies on the thing behind me. I could probably set them up on the thing behind me so you can kind of see them. I got the picture in the corner. They're great. We added a command. We'll put the command in. It was gummy. The gummy sponsored asks that you can see the product in the camera for the sponsored hour. Can I put the gummies? I should have gotten like tape and just like taped them to my shoulder. They'd crinkle though. I don't know, you can't even really make out the words anyways, right? My picture down below is better. Legion's ending might be good, you're right. Alright, there's technically gummies on the thing behind me. Just staple it to my forehead. If I put it on my forehead, the crinkle would probably come up over it. Alright, this hand just needs a white source, right? Perfect. It's a little slow, but... yeah, the just chatting is one of the awkward things. This one's off the Twitch bounty board. So the Twitch bounty board, for whatever reason, requires you to be in just chatting for these types of things, which is silly. I've given them the feedback before that is a silly requirement that hurts the viewer count, but it is what it is. Meet my friend, the 1-3 opponent. 1-3s and 3-4s. I would be surprised this matchup's not okay. Like, we have 1-3s, 3-4s, and then, like, deal 3s. Yeah, ego is definitely good against us. I agree with that assessment. I think I might actually lead on Kethis here. Yeah, I'm gonna bottom that. Sixka said the red matchup was decent. Yeah, that's why I cut one of the Drakes from the board, because it seemed like it should be good on paper. I think Kethis might become a problem with the meta. No? I don't really have a good answer to this card, huh? Which is a little awkward. All decks that win matches must be banned. Yeah, basically. I think I'm just trading these two oaths for their Chandra. They're sold out of 2 of their items on Amazon. Well, obviously Twitch advertising works. Gummy types are now sold out. We need more stock, man. They weren't prepared for the Hoglandians to swarm. If you have a deck that auto loses, let's get turtled up by egos, or justification running Leyline on the board, nah, I think you'd rather just diversify your threats. And no, I think you'd honestly rather just diversify your threats, Bob. Losing Kethis feels bad because it makes all my legends more expensive. Alright, so I want to leave blue up when I cast this Teferi. So that way I can cast Fblthp this turn if I draw an untapped land.
I am not going to sit this one out. That's more like it.
Yeah, that counts as a blue source, right? Sure does. Deal Areno. Flaming Geld's a little scary here. Invictius, I did not see whatever your question was, by the way. So it wasn't that I ignored it, I definitely just missed it. Oh, I'm missing double green to cast this. That's a little awkward. I guess I can do Excavator into Tamiyo here.
I would like to test a new hypothesis with you.
I think I'm just gonna have her pick up Othakaya here. Yeah, she also gives us the extra green for Tolsimir. I'm probably gonna want to gain 6 next turn though, because Flame of Keld here is gonna supercharge all their crap. So I wanna get to as high a health total as possible. Invictius doling out another pile of sub-gifties. I'd be happy to get some back control in that you sent. For those that were looking forward to Vampires and Temur Field, we'll get to those tomorrow. So when decks get pushed back, they do stay in the queue. They just get moved back a day. So Temur Field will be in there towards the top for tomorrow. Always remember, if you want to see a deck a bit sooner, you can always donate or cheer specifically for that deck. I think I'm just naming Othakaya here again. I really wouldn't mind a third. Oh, I could have named Blast to try and exile this. Yeah, I should have done that. And thank you again for your generosity, Invictius. He waterfall chugged a whole bag every match. I saw the clip of that. That's quite excellent. Oh, does Blast hit Sagas? I think it does, right? Blast hits all non-legendaries. Yeah, when I saw this deck pop up, it really just reinforced my thoughts on this format making a good basis for Historic. Really looking forward to this. So they have to kill me from 17 here, which they could theoretically do with all the cards in their hand. Wow! Holy crap! Holy crap! Yowza! Well, I thought we were gonna be okay. Little did we know, steady as she goes, do 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 do. Do 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 do. Woof. I guess I should have gotten back the other one, huh? No, that was Flame of Keld. Alright, we're gonna exile a Kethis from our bin. I would like a 3/4, please. Oh, I could have comboed, right? No, I'm out of... I only had one more Mox. Oh, I guess I have a Mox in play. Yeah, I could have Othakaya'd there, right? I could have Othakaya'd there. Woof. Yeah, I think we're dead from that. So I should have named Ruinous Blast, and then... Yeah, I should have named Ruinous Blast, and then we ended up getting punished. And then there, I could have played Othakaya to kill this Chain Whirler, which would have let me stay in this game a pretty huge amount. So, I definitely punted that one in two different ways. All right, so we only finished 2-2 in matches played, but I definitely messed up that second one against Mono Red. And our loss to Vampires, we stumbled and died pretty hard. Sad I could be here so rarely, but been enjoying the YouTube stuff. If I'm still a tier 2, Twiddlestorm in the queue. Yeah, definitely. Twiddlestorm is in the queue, and I will be happy to bump it up. Thanks for keeping me around. So something that I always like to say about archetypes like this, where there's been a lot of really good Magic players working on them outside of myself, is I don't really have specific feedback on what I would change in this deck after just playing 4 matches with it. My recommendation would be to listen to players like Sifka and Strowski, who put a lot of time in on the deck, and other players who've been playing it a bunch, to really get a feel for what they would change and why they would change that. So I would probably run this back again card for card, and I think that's about how I would play it without getting more experience. All right, we're going to roll on into some Bant Control here next. I guess depending on how Bant Control goes, we might still do Temur Field today. Depends on how long. If this crashes and burns, we might do Temur Field. I do have to get Jake off the bus by 2:45 though, so I have a pretty hard cut that I have to be done by 2:30 at the latest. Is this a control or is this Bant Ramp? Let's look at the list. Bant Ramp is probably a better descriptor of what this deck is doing, huh? Yeah, Magic Arena. Bant Ramp was a cut the line, so I'm going to update the title there so it reflects that. Update the Stream Decker. Band control is what they call in the top 8. Yeah, I think ramp's a better descriptor though.